It is time for the 13.1 intervention. A reminder again, you're only watching this video if you've already completed these problems. If you need to study concept 13.1, you can use test 15, test 14, or test 13. They all had different scale drawing sections on them. Go back through your notes, go back through your practice tests. This video, you should only be watching it if you've already completed these problems and you're ready to check your work. All right, that said, let's go. So scale drawings, these ratio problems, there are actually 5 different things that you're going to answer on this. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to focus on part A, and we're asked to find the area and the perimeter of this original figure. So the area of the original, area is always length times width. Length, width, doesn't matter really what you call it, but length times width, which in this case is 3 times 2, or a total of 6 centimeters squared. Area is always done in squared units. Perimeter is go all the way around. It's like you're building a fence, so you're adding all the numbers together. So in this case, it's 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. That gives you a total of 10 centimeters, not centimeters squared. Centimeters. Area is done in square units. Perimeter going around something is what we call linear units. All right, now the fun begins, because now we're going to scale this up. This happens to have a scale factor of 2.5. What that means is the new figure is 2.5 times as large as the old figure. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the new figure. Now you might say, wait a minute, you didn't make that 2.5 times as big. That's okay. I don't have to show it there. I'm going to show it with the numbers. So I'm going to bust out my calculator here, put it over this part of the problem, and I'm going to grow each of these by 2.5. This first is going to be 3 times that scale factor times the 2.5. 3 times the 2.5 gives me 7.5. So 7.5 centimeters is my 3 centimeters grown by 2.5. How about my 2 grown by 2.5? Well, I'm going to take my 2, my original 2. I'm going to multiply it by the scale factor, 2.5. 2 times 2.5. You're probably already saying, I know that's 5. Don't need a calculator for that. All right, you're absolutely correct. 5. So the new figure is 7.5 by 5. That's our new figure. And for that new figure, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to find the area. It's going to be 7.5 times 5. So 7.5 times 5 gives us a new area of 37.5 centimeters squared. And we're also going to find a new perimeter. That'll be the 7.5 plus the 5 plus the 7.5 plus the 5. We'll make sure we go all the way around. 7.5 and another 7.5. Doesn't matter which order I add these in, as long as I add all 4. 7.5 and 7.5 is 15. There you go, 7.5. 2 times, that's 15. And another 5 is 20. Another 5 is 25 centimeters. So in these problems, there are 5 things you need to answer. Area and perimeter of original, draw and correctly label the new figure, and then get area and perimeter of the new figure. You are ready to see if number 2 is correct. Now, if you didn't get this one right, if you, and I did perimeter on the first one, I only got 5 instead of 10 because I added halfway around. Or, oh, when I did area, I added them together instead of multiplying. If there's anything you need to rework problem 2 now. Pause the video, rework problem 2, and then start it up, check your answer. You can fast forward all the way to the end, see if you got it right. If you need to watch any steps, then you can go back and watch steps. Let's go ahead and finish this out. So first, our area. We have the 11 times 6. We have 66 centimeters squared. Again, area always squared units. And for our perimeter, we have the side that's 11 twice. That's 22. Plus the side that is 6 twice. That's 12. And we get a total of 34 centimeters. Some students find it really helpful to put the extra figures, the extra labels, so they remember to go all the way around. This is just a different way of doing it. I took the top and the bottom, the top times 2. I took the left and the right times 2, and then I added the 22 and the 12. You might think, well, why did I do it differently? Because some people do it differently, and I want them to see their way is correct also. All right, now we're ready to do the bottom. Step 1, draw that figure. It doesn't have to be perfect, not a drawing class. Step 2, identify the scale factor. Here we go, scale factor of 3 1/2. So I'm going to have 11 times 3 1/2. 11 times 3 1/2. That's the great thing about these 2-line calculators. You can see what you did. 11 times 3 1/2, yes, equals 38. 38.5 centimeters. I'm going to have 6 times 3 1/2. Original times scale factor. 6, the original, times that scale factor. 3 1/2. 6 times 3 1/2. 21. All right, so my new area is 38.5 times 21. 38.5 times 21 is equal to 808.5 centimeters squared. And the perimeter, adding all the way around, so I want to make sure I remember I've got a 38.5 there and a 21 there. I'm going to show you one more way to do this. It's 2 times 38.5 plus 21. Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking half the rectangle, figuring out what half of it is, and multiplying it by 2 to get the other half. So I've got 38.5 plus 21 is equal to 59.5. And I take that answer times 2 to get the second half, and I get 119 centimeters. All right, so there you go. Remember, if you still have questions, you can bring those questions to me. And as soon as you feel confident and ready to go, then it's intervention test time for you. Don't wait too long on those tests because we're coming up toward the end of the second trimester. So if you're going to bolster that grade, now's the time to do it. Okay, I look forward to your questions.